everyone, and I know it's been a long time since I posted a YouTube video, but I would like to show you guys something. So recently I created a bench power supply, and it goes like this. So I found a really old computer, and I took it apart and I figured out what I could salvage from it. And I salvaged a power supply first of all, and what I got was a bench power supply. So if you don't want to spend money on a bench power supply, a real one, then you can go to some local Goodwill store and purchase a leftover bench power supply, a power supply from a desktop PC. And this is the code right here. So orange wires are 3.3 volts. The red wire is 5.5 volts, the yellow wire is 12 volts, the green wire is power, and the black wire is our ground. So when you look on this little piece here, this is this 20 or 24 pin connector, depending on what kind of power supply you have. It will vary, and this is what connects the power supply to your motherboard. And this is really what we're going to be getting in from. And I get all my wires, all these wires that I choose from are from here. And so you can see really closely that I've cut them out right there on the back side too. And so I will be talking about how to jump start your bench power supply, just so you know that it still works, and that you can know how to use it. So basically, right, I have here is I got one ground and a power wire. I connected them together. I put a switch here, right there, a switch, so that whenever I connect it up, I can just turn on the switch rather than having to wire them together every single time. And these are my 4 wires here. I have a black one, an orange one, a red one, a black one, an orange one, a red one, and a yellow one, all depending on what kind of voltage that you want. And I know that my laser video got a lot of views, and so what do I have here? Another laser, and I will be making a video about that shortly. And just so you guys know, in that video I'll be using the LM317 circuit with the resistor. So right here I have my bench power supply, and I can just show you guys right now how it works. So we have a cord here, the cord, and we plug it into a wall outlet. And then now we have a switch here, and simply by turning on the switch, if you've done everything correct, it should turn on, and you'll be able to figure out if it turned on by the sound of the fan and if you can feel the fan. So 3, 2, 1, and there it is, it turns on. And so whenever you turn it on, the fan will go on, and then power will go throughout your wires, and power will go to whatever you're using. So how do I jump start the power supply to make sure it works? Well, basically right here on your motherboard socket, 20 pin or 24 pin socket, right here. So you want to have this little thing here, this little wedge facing you, and you want to count. Oh, first of all, before counting, you want to look under here, and you can see there's a green wire and there's a black wire. So I'm going to use those 2 wires, and the green wire goes straight up to number 4 on my socket, on my my pins. And so it goes up to number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my power. That's my green power wire. And then right next to it, I have a ground, which is black. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will be using these 2 wires, these 2 female pins, to connect it. And so how do I do that? You can just simply get a paper clip and bend it, and then jump start it by doing that, and then connecting your power to the wall, and your power supply should turn on if everything is working. So once you have that done, you can look back, and you can look back to your 20-pin adapter, and then what you do is you can cut out the wires colors based off what you need. I just cut out all of them because I might need them in the future eventually. And that's basically how a bench power supply works. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.